Hi everyone, welcome to LeThans Art. I'm here with Katie to talk about gesture drawing.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, this is very exciting. I've seen a lot of your episodes and this is my first appearance, so this is very special.
All right, so we're gonna draw some lines today because
Awesome.
that's what I'm gonna be doing for my gallery.
Okay,
So this is like a warm up.
okay.
So I usually break things down into shapes. Here's some models. You can call it gesture drawing, you can call it thumbnailing, which is basically just doing a bunch of doodles.
Okay, so where should I start?
Wherever you want on the page.
Okay,
We're gonna do this pose right here.
okay,
And the way I would do this is make an oval very lightly, like this, for the body.
okay.
Usually with gestures, some people like to time them, so obviously we have a timer, but we're not going with that.
Okay.
So the next thing I want to do is block in exactly where this arm is going right here. So I'm basically just throwing in some lines here.
Okay. And that's going to be at the top left of the oval?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the hand just the paw just circles around like this.
Okay.
And then from the back of the oval is the back leg. And that comes out a bit. And what's going on with this back foot is that this leg is planted. So this foot is out.
Okay.
If I were to show a picture of a line to a kid right now, and I mean, these kids, unless they're studying the anatomy, which they probably aren't.
Right.
And if I were to ask them where the back and knee is, kids might have different answers. This area is technically the knee.
Okay. All right. I see. So I might adjust my artwork a little bit as we go because I don't do a lot of drawing.
And this other paw just comes out like that from behind.
Okay. Great.
And the third leg kind of just hides back here. It's kind of hidden.
Now, what would you say this lion is doing right now?
He's running.
He's running. Okay.
And then the fun part. You can go as crazy as you want as the main. You just throw in a shape here.
Okay.
And then I'm blocking in the face like this. Kind of like a half diamond. And the face is coming out like that.
Okay.
You don't really want to go into too many details. I mean, I know the nose is there. And I know somewhere the mouth is there. And the eye is there. And somewhere there is an ear. And the tail just wraps around. If you wanted to, you could throw in a tone over the top. My sketchbook is already toned, so.
What does the tone help with?
Just so it can stand out more
Okay.
on the page.
Nice.
It's a preference thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go into another gesture, and I've drawn this one so many times that I'm going in with a pen.
All right, I'm gonna stick with my pencil because I'm not as confident. We can see the difference in our lions. Yours looks much better than mine. But with practice, I'm sure I'd get a lot better.
So this isn't the whole line. Lion.
Mm-hmm.
Two different words. I usually draw this out very fast, and I usually don't, and it's not gonna look like this at all. Where this line is going screen to left. We're reversing this angle, and he's looking screen right.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is very quickly is it's gonna look very strange. I'm gonna start off with an ear like this.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
See, now I'm out of ink.
I'm just gonna watch you for this one.
You put in an ear,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna put in a line like this. Then I put in an eye, and there's a brow, and a little marker here. This is where it gets tricky. You're gonna put in a nose, and you're gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna put in part of the mane there, and close this off like this. Lines have these markings here. It's almost, and they have these, they look like they have mascara on.
Mm.
So these black markings are like athletes having eye black so they can see, because lines are nocturnal, so they can see during the night, and the white markings underneath is so they can see at night.
Mm.
So if I were to do this, and that's usually lighter up top. You don't have to worry about all this lighting because you're drawing on white paper right
Yeah.
now.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna try to start. So the body is gonna be over on this side of the page. Is that right?
We're not drawing the full body.
Just the face. Okay.
Yeah. The mouth comes out like this. The whiskers come out like this, and this comes out like this. And I know there's a cheek right here. I will have my skull for my gallery.
So what can you tell me about lions that someone might not know?
Other than what I just told you.
Yeah. What are some other lion facts?
They sleep like 20 hours a day.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
The lionesses do all the hunting.
Really? Go lionesses.
And this might sound very strange because humans obviously don't do this, but one male can be with like several lionesses at the same time, mating several lionesses at the same time.
I think I heard that one. Very interesting.
Lions have these sideburn looking things coming off. And I'm actually gonna just throw in a body like this, and because it's a mane, you can go as crazy as you want right now. So I know there's a shoulder here. I'm not going too detailed right now. And you know this other arm is out here, which means the other side of the mane is like that.
Cool. How am I doing? Looking okay?
Yeah.
You're good at getting the angle of the face right. Mine's a little too 1D.
I have these on my phone in case you want to look at something.
Very nice. I like the stretching one.
Oh, which one?
This one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
See, if I wanted to draw that, I would you can use overlapping shapes, and it usually goes something like, there's usually 6 overlapping shapes, so it's usually a head, a neck, front shoulder, the shoulder and front arms, the body, the hips, and the back legs, and then the tail. So I know this goes like this.
So it's really about concentrating on the shapes to start rather than the whole body.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can draw this one.
And it's basically, and I just basically, you can scribble it in. You don't have to go very detailed.
I know, I like that about gesture drawing because I can just make a whole bunch of scribbles, and even if it's not right, I can just add some more scribbles and make it look better.
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, let me just draw the tail. How's that?
Good. So now we're gonna do a lion sitting, his back turned, but you can see his face coming off to the side. So if you shape in where the mane is right now, and then his shoulders come here, so you know that his tail comes out like this. His foot comes out, his feet come out like this. And then you just scribble in a name. While you're working on that, I'm gonna see if I can find one more.
Okay.
We are gonna try that one.
Ooh,
for
okay.
the last one. So you start off with a circle. And then you can see that this head is kind of up. And there's a nose. And you know the eye is there. And if you can block in where the face is. You know the cheek is down here. So if I had my skull to show you, the lion's canines start way up here.
Oh, wow. That's really far up.
So in the big cat family, all the lions, when they attack their prey, bite down on their throat and they're probably choking the animal, suffocating the animal to death. However, a jaguar actually has the strongest jaws out of all big cats, to the point where it's the only big cat that goes for the back of the head.
Really?
And lions have very dark lips.
Oh, yep, I can see that now.
And again, you can just scribble. Looking good? That's actually good.
Thank you.
Any last questions? I think this is enough. I think this is enough practice for today.
Yeah. This was great. Thank you so much, Thanasi. You gave me a few things to think about as I'm doing my own gesture drawings at home.
Also, the last thing I want to say about cats is you have a cat.
I do. Two cats.
Did you ever? I've had 13 at once.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cats.
But that's stories for another day.
Sure.
If you were to ever look at your cat walking, when their feet start going,
Yeah.
you ever notice that one of the shoulders jumps way up?
Yes, I have.
That's why the shoulders are way up high.
Interesting. And they don't have collarbones, right?
I've never actually thought about that one.
I don't think they do. I think they have shoulder blades, but not collarbones.
So our shoulders are obviously off to the side. Theirs are.
Theirs are kind of.
Animals and humans have the same practically parts, but they're in different places.
Yeah.
And they're at different lengths. So anyways, that's our line talk for today.
Great. Love it. Thank you so much, Thanasi. Can't wait to do this again at your art gallery next week.
Yep. So
what kind of pencils are you using?
I'm using a Tombow, and for these pencils you can go. This need to be sharpened, but you can go very dark with this one. As you can see, and it's good for filling in black areas. And this is called a Palomino Blackwing, and the cool thing about this pencil is you can go dark, and it goes light, and then you
Very
can
nice.
and then it finishes back. And I didn't do that on purpose.
Very cool.
So anyways, that's our episode for today.
Thanks, everybody.